A shadow is falling over Salem. Secrets are surfacing, alliances are cracking, and the knife poised for Halloween may not wait that long to strike. Welcome back, everyone, to another explosive breakdown of Days of Our Lives. In today's episode, airing Thursday, July 10th, the drama hits a fever pitch. Johnny feels the heat, Belle and Jada uncover something terrifying, and two men with dangerous pasts prepare to explode. What exactly is going on behind closed doors in Salem? Buckle up, we're about to dissect it all. Johnny DiMera is a man on the edge, and not just metaphorically. The emotional weight pressing down on him is becoming more and more visible, and the cracks are starting to show. We don't yet have the full picture of what's tormenting him, but one thing is crystal clear: this secret he's carrying isn't minor. It's the kind of burden that warps your mind, makes you jump at shadows, and questions who you can trust. He's visibly unraveling, and no matter how many times he tries to put on a brave face, something underneath is screaming to get out. In the middle of this storm stands Chanel, his ever-loyal wife, and perhaps the only thing keeping him from completely falling apart. She's not just offering emotional comfort, she's becoming the foundation he clings to when everything else around him starts to collapse. But how long can she play the role of savior? At some point, love is tested by truth, and if Johnny doesn't open up soon, Chanel might be the one left feeling betrayed. Because secrets in Salem have a nasty way of revealing themselves at the worst possible time. So the real question becomes, will Johnny come clean before it's too late? Or will Chanel stumble upon the truth in a way that destroys not only their relationship, but their future? The tension is rising, and the truth has a deadline. And in Salem, deadlines are often deadly. While Johnny struggles with emotional fallout, his father, E.J. DiMera, is about to be served a serious dose of reality, courtesy of Tony. Now, Tony DiMera isn't someone who throws out warnings lightly. When he speaks, it's with purpose, usually grounded in insight and intuition that most others ignore at their peril. His message to E.J. isn't just a passing concern, it's a red flag waving in the face of an already complicated legacy. But will E.J. actually listen? That's where things get murky. E.J. has never been one to heed advice, especially when it challenges his authority or forces him to confront uncomfortable truths. He's the type to interpret caution as weakness, to charge forward when retreat might be the smarter option. And in this case, that pride could be his undoing. With the DiMera empire constantly teetering between dominance and collapse, ignoring a warning from Tony might open the floodgates for a much bigger disaster. What's more, we don't yet know the exact content of Tony's warning. Is it about Johnny's erratic behavior? Is it about an internal threat to the DiMera family? Or is it something darker, something tied to Salem's underworld, where danger doesn't knock, it slashes? Whatever the truth may be, E.J.'s decision to either act or dismiss this advice could reshape the balance of power in Salem for months to come. The next move is his, but the consequences will belong to everyone. Just when we thought the week couldn't get any more intense, Belle and Jada team up for what could be one of the most explosive discoveries Salem has seen in years. The details remain under wraps, but the reaction from both women tells us all we need to know. This is no minor detail. This is game-changing. It's the kind of revelation that sends shockwaves through friendships, families, and entire institutions. And considering who's involved, the implications could span legal, criminal, or even personal realms. Belle and Jada make an unusual investigative pair, which makes this alliance all the more intriguing. One is a sharp legal mind navigating personal trauma, and the other is a tenacious detective with a growing reputation for uncovering what others miss. When they're brought together, it usually means something, or someone, is about to be exposed. So what have they found? Is it linked to Leo's shadowy past, which continues to ripple through the town like a bad omen? Or could it tie to the increasingly sinister whispers surrounding Clyde Weston's underground network? What's even more fascinating is Belle's current emotional state. She's already been pulled in multiple directions by family drama and questions about her mother's condition. If this new discovery strikes close to home, we could see her pushed beyond her limits. Jada, too, has been edging closer to some dangerous truths, and this moment could define her path forward as a force for justice or a target for retaliation. This isn't just a dramatic beat in the story, it could be the beginning of a seismic shift. If Belle and Jada decide to reveal what they've found, the fallout won't be confined to a single character. It could send Salem into chaos. Just when fans thought they could settle into the rhythm of Salem's summer storylines, Days of Our Lives drops a bone-chilling teaser that has everyone on edge. It's only July, but the shadow of Halloween is already looming over the town, and this preview is anything but playful. A glimpse of a knife glinting in the dark. A mysterious hand gripping it with intent. A distorted face cloaked in secrecy. And then, a scream. Loud, piercing, terrified. This isn't a typical soap tease. It's a warning shot, a sign that something violent and possibly fatal is already in motion. The big question isn't just, who screamed, but, who holds the knife? Is this a dream sequence meant to throw us off, or is someone in Salem preparing to commit a very real, and very gruesome, act? Longtime fans know that Halloween in Salem rarely sticks to pumpkin patches and party masks. This holiday often peels back the town's darkest layers, revealing secret identities, hidden agendas, and deadly vendettas. If we've learned anything from past Halloween episodes, it's that someone always pays the price, and not everyone makes it out alive. So who should be watching their back? Is it a character knee-deep in scandal? A rekindled romance built on lies? Someone who's stepped on too many toes? Whoever it is, they may already be marked. And if this blade strikes before the leaves even fall, the horror won't wait for October, it'll begin now. Tensions have been simmering between Xander and Philip for what feels like forever, but now, the heat has reached a boiling point. These aren't just two men with opposing personalities, they're two forces of nature on a collision course. Both are tied to the powerful Kuryaki's name, both have deep emotional scars, and both have unfinished business, especially when it comes to Sarah Horton. Their feud isn't just personal, it's ancestral. Xander's rugged impulsiveness clashes violently with Philip's calculating cool. Xander has a short fuse, a tendency to lash out physically, and a need to protect what he sees as his. Philip, on the other hand, prefers manipulation, mind games, and psychological pressure. But when these two opposites finally go head-to-head, there's no telling what kind of damage will be left in their wake. Will this confrontation erupt in front of witnesses, possibly in a public setting where every insult and threat becomes fuel for the fire? Or will it escalate behind closed doors, where things can get truly dangerous? Sarah may be the immediate reason for their clash, but deeper wounds are at play. This is about dominance, about proving who truly belongs in the Kuryaki's legacy, and about settling scores that have been building for years. One wrong word, one push too far, and fists could fly. And in Salem, a fight like this rarely ends with a simple scuffle. It ends with broken trust, shattered alliances, criminal fallout, and maybe even someone not walking away at all. Zooming out, it becomes clear that this week in Salem is anything but ordinary. The chaos isn't random, it's interconnected. Johnny's unraveling under pressure, and the truth he hides threatens to explode. EJ has been warned, but his arrogance could blind him to a storm brewing right inside his own home. Belle and Jada are sitting on a discovery so impactful, it could rip through the town like a bomb, if they choose to reveal it. Meanwhile, a shadowy figure with a knife teases a future horror that's already starting to bleed into the present. And Xander and Philip? Their looming confrontation isn't just a family spat, it's a seismic event that could fracture the Kuryaki's dynasty beyond repair. These are not isolated events. They're threads in a larger, darker web. One woven with deception, rivalry, secrets, and revenge. And the more these threads tighten, the more likely it becomes that someone, maybe several people, will be caught in the trap. So buckle up, because Days of Our Lives is delivering more than just a soap opera. This summer, it's shaping into a full-blown psychological thriller, where every character is one step away from catastrophe. Keep watching, stay alert, and remember, Salem may look peaceful, but beneath the surface, something wicked is always waiting, ready to strike when you least expect it.